Hello, you guys. How are you all? Thank you guys for being here. Hey, Amanda. Hey, K-Braze. Cool Gamer. Hey, Ava. Stitchin' Bitchin' and True Crime. Hey, Punksy. Be safe driving. Trippy Dead. Tam V. How are you guys? Hey, Melissa Jade. Barb. Cupcake. I hope you guys are having a good day. Hey, Susie Q from Arizona. Welcome. Hey, Mel. PJ. Okay, so you guys, I saw this a couple of days ago. I actually saw this from Mallory originally, who goes over to who's often on allegedly with Brittany. And then after that, that's when I started looking. Well, then I started seeing, it being reported widely. Now, if you guys are familiar with the Madeleine McCann case, I'm semi-familiar with it. It was never one that grabbed me like I saw that it did to some people, right? And I was always very curious that the parents left them there alone anyways in the first place. I mean, it was just weird. So I'm going to pull up on Wikipedia what it says about the disappearance of her. And then I'm going to show you guys a young lady who is convinced that she is Madeleine. She's got many videos talking about it, photos comparing her to the family and things like that. And we're going to go through her whole Instagram. Hey, Mama Bear. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Kay. Ooh, I like your picture, Kay. You changed it. So that is what we're going to do. So let me go ahead and pull up this Wikipedia. For people who aren't familiar with it, So Madeleine Beth McCann, born May 12th of 2003. She's a British missing person who disappeared from her bed in a holiday apartment in Portugal on May 3rd, 2007. She was 3 years old. The Daily Telegraph described her disappearance as the most heavily reported missing person case in modern history. Madeleine's whereabouts remain unknown, although German prosecutors do believe that she's no longer living. So many rabbit holes. Now I want to look at this case a little closer. Hey, big boy. Hey, Woofy. Good to see you guys. Okay, so let's continue. Madeleine was on holiday from the UK with her parents, Kate and Jerry McCann, her 2-year-old twin siblings, and a group of family friends and their children. The McCann children had been left asleep at 20:30 in the ground floor apartment. So what would that be, 8:30? Because, I'm not great with time like that, but I think that's like 8:30, while their parents dined with friends in a restaurant 180 feet away. The parents checked on the children throughout the evening until Kate discovered Madeleine was missing at 10 o'clock. Over the following weeks, particularly after misinterpreting a British DNA analysis, the Portuguese police came to believe that Madeleine had died in an accident in the apartment and that her parents had covered it up. The McCanns were given suspect status in September 2007, which was lifted when Portugal's Attorney General archived the case in July for lack of evidence. So her parents were actually listed. They were suspects. Hey, Dave. Good to see you. Hey, Lavender Blue. What are you guys up to today on this Sunday? It's really nice here. I'm sitting outside while we do this. Okay, so Madeleine's parents continued the investigation using private detectives until Scotland Yard opened his own inquiry in 2011. The senior investigating officer announced he was treating the disappearance as a criminal act by a stranger, most likely a planned abduction or burglary gone wrong. In 2020, police in the German city of Braunschweig stated there was a new suspect in Madeleine's disappearance, whom public prosecutor Hans Walters was convinced had abducted and murdered the child. Madeleine's disappearance attracted sustained international interest and saturation coverage in the UK, reminiscent of the death of Princess Diana. Her parents were subjected to intense scrutiny and baseless allegations of involvement in their daughter's death, particularly in the tabloid press and on Twitter. In 2008, they and their traveling companions received damages and apologies from newspapers. In the 2011, the McCanns testified lending support for arguing tighter press regulation. So yeah, they were. I remember seeing it. And I mean, you got to think, when you hear that these parents leave these kids alone to go out and party and have dinner and stuff, it is kind of like, what? Like, that's so bizarre to me. But I mean, think about that little girl in Australia who was kidnapped out of the tent with her family. Hey, Violet. Oh, wait, girl, we're about to get into it. I think she was kidnapped, says Mel. Hey, Search and Rescue. Her parents were not guilty, says Susie Q. Hey, Rescue Mom. Yeah, they were upper, yes. I don't know if they were doctors. I would have to, like I said, it's not one that I had followed really closely. Now I'm curious, but I know that they were like upper class in society, basically. You thought it was strange too. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. To me, I would never do that, but they were 180 feet away. So it's like half of a football field, a little bit less than half a football field, or a little bit more than half a football field, barely. Okay, so now let's go look at this young lady's Instagram. Her name on Instagram is I am Madeleine McCann. Look at this, you all. 458,000 followers. 458,000 followers. Help me. I need to talk with Kate and Jerry McCann. Now it says, thank you for your support. Kate and Jerry McCann agreed for a DNA test. Wow, you guys, this is kind of crazy. DNA test needed. He's an anesthesiologist. She's a general practitioner. Okay, both doctors. Thank you, guys. A DNA test will reveal all. I think her parents were negligent, but I don't know about murders. Yeah, absolutely. Too many predators. I agree, Stephanie. I'm with you on that. I remember this case. It really bothered me. This case got a ton of attention at one point in time. So this is quite interesting, but still highly disliked in the UK. Okay, Nadine. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're actually going to scroll to the bottom of her post because I want to see like where this journey started to her, when she started posting on here, which is right here. Okay. She hashtags Madeleine's name and shares her face. Then this is her as a little girl. First reason, I don't remember most of my childhood, but my earliest memory is very strong, and it's about holidays in hot places where it was beach and white or very light-colored buildings with apartments. I remember I saw turtles on the beach. I can remember there were another children, and they tried to touch small turtles. I don't see my family in this memory. Now, to me, I'll be honest, I don't think they look alike. I'm really curious what you guys think. I mean, similar, sure. She looks similar to the parents, but I don't think that she looks like her. And I'm going to show you. She's got that thing with her eye. She's trying to show that she does, Melissa, but I don't know that I see it. So Laura might not be Madeleine, but I still think she was kidnapped and raised by a different family. He actually gave her something to aid sleep. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's continue through her post because she does show like close-ups of her eye and things like that. Now, I didn't know about that. So what was up with her eye? Says this is a person who is wanted. The drawing is on the website Find Madeleine. I recognize this person. It looks very similar to my abuser. I need you to help me because police ignore me. I need police to make DNA tests to me and compare it with Madeleine's DNA. I need to talk to Jerry and Kate McCann. Interesting. Okay. So here she shows her eyes. I have a mark in the same eye, but my mark is faded. I talked with a doctor and he told me that it could be operated and I will go to doctor again to check it. I need police investigator who will take it seriously. So there's her eye. And there's other ones that she did as well. One had heterochromia and was dual colored. Okay. Interesting. A freckle in the eye. They said they checked on them every 20 minutes while they ate dinner. Hey, Sally. It ain't her. I don't think it is either, Nay. It's pretty crazy. I mean, 458,000 people have taken notice of this account. It's scary. It's crazy. Hey, Brandy. I know people from high school that I couldn't remember from how different they look back then. They are like, remember me? That's true. It's been a long time. Go with what MJ says. Doesn't look like her. Okay, let's continue. I have similar eyes, shape of face, ears, lips. I had the gap between the teeth. I don't think she's from maybe Germany. I am sending you more pictures of myself that I have. And I talked with my teacher from kindergarten, and she told me that I joined there September or later in 2007. Family told me that I was in kindergarten a few years, not 1 year or even less. I need to know the truth. I need DNA tests, and I need to talk with Madeleine's parents. Help me. See, to me, Madeleine's eyes looked much further apart than hers. Here she is again. Medical university student in Roclaw testified that he saw Madeleine McCann a few days after her abduction. I happen to live in Breslau all the time and have only been living in another city for a year. After several years of hurting me, I recently decided to confront this pedophile, which was not very responsible, but I needed it, I guess. I told him that I knew his son was Martin A., that I knew they were both involved in the kidnapping, and that he was hurting more children himself. It worked in my favor that he didn't recognize me. He asked how I knew take things and was very surprised. Asked who I was in general. Okay, that's hard to understand her because I don't believe English is her first language. Kay Braze, I'm not sure. I'm glad they've agreed to do a DNA test as well. Let's see. She looks like the age progression they did about her, and the eye cannot be faked. But says the mark is fading. Hey, Detective Juan, this woman's mandible looks different. Her jaw. Keep in mind there were 2 other siblings in the room with her while she was allegedly kidnapped. Hey, Kokomo, that is so weird to me. Why do you leave 3 kids alone? I don't know. And then why would they take just her? Okay, busted flush. I'm looking at the squamish chin and brown spot in her eye. Pretty significant. Hopefully she is. A DNA test will very quickly debunk this, and it would take no time at all. I'm surprised the parents always didn't eliminate her as a possibility. Well, I guess they've agreed to the DNA test. Let me keep going through these. There's not a ton. There's quite a few, but not like too many. I think we can get through it pretty quick. I need your help, Operation Grange. Let's keep going. She says, I am real. Here, this is a video.
My heart beating very, very fast, and I'm very stressed. It depends on light too, but I hope that you can see it. I'm very, very, very stressed, and this is my right eye. I hope that you can see something. It's really faded, and it depends on light, but I don't know what can I say. I'm very, very, very stressed and very grateful for your help. And I make this live because I want to prove that I'm real and I'm honest, and I really think that I could be Madeleine. I have some reasons to think like that as I wrote, and I never have 100 people alive. Oh God, I'm very, very stressed. I don't know what can I say really, but I'm really thank you for your support, for your help, and I hope that someone will talk to me and will help me. And even if I'm not Madeleine, I think that I should look at this, and I can't be 100% sure without DNA tests, you know.
Wow, you guys. Okay, hold on. JC, I'm so happy to see you. I'm glad that you're here. And yes, guidance, they did. Now she does show the parents. I can see like similarities in some of their traits. I don't think it's her. I'm very yeah. Hey, Messy Jessie, by the way. And yeah, Messy Jessie's comment. What did it say? Because I had pinned that. There's another girl missing. I think she looks more like the German girl, Inga Gegrich. than Maddie. And maybe she is, This is going to be very interesting to see how this turns out. That's not Madeleine, but she very well possibly may have been kidnapped or something sketchy going on. That's what I'm thinking, Melissa. I don't believe that it's her. I do wonder, though. Honestly, I think this girl's mentally ill. I think Madeline sadly died back in '07. I always said the parents were involved. Now, Jay, you and Melissa are making me want to look into that case because I don't know much about it. I feel so sorry for this young lady, whether she's Maddie or not. Me too. Yes, absolutely, Messy Jessie. Hold on. Let me just go ahead and try to Google that. We're going to finish though. She has a lot. She has comparisons of her with Madeleine's parents, and we're going to look at that. But let me just quickly look for this name. Oh, let's see. Inga. Gehri. Hold up. Found it. Huh. Okay, now she does look kind of similar to her. Look, Inga Geckrich, the German Madeleine McCann. Wow. And here's another one, I think, comparing her to Madeleine McCann. So she disappeared on a family trip as well? Hold up, you guys. We're going back to her Instagram. I've got it right here. We're going to go back and finish, but we got to see this. 2 fair-haired little girls who vanished on a family trip with the same man now under scrutiny. How similarities between Madeleine McCann and missing German Ingrid Geckrich are too hard to bear. Oh, Inga vanished in 2015? Just like the case of Madeleine, it was during a family trip that 5-year-old Inga seemed to simply vanish into thin air. Okay, that's really odd, but it's not wanting to load for me anyways right this second, so I'll give it a minute to load. Yeah, Detective One, that's really sad. It's really sad. JC, my thought is that she believes it, but I believe that the parents know what happened. She died in that apartment. That's true, Thomas. I hope. Madeleine would have had what kind of accent when she disappeared? Where were they from? I don't remember. It was like some European country, I believe, but I don't know exactly where they were from. Did it say in that Wikipedia? Both were in May. Yeah, I can't even say that word. Hold on, you guys. I kicked myself out hoping that would help a little bit. She's from the UK. Mom sounded Liverpudlian and Dad had a Scottish accent. See, it's almost, she would only be 13 now. Okay, interesting. It's like that. Have you guys seen that missing woman that I believe may have been found today? I haven't been following that case as well either, but I think that's in the UK as well. And for me, it's a little harder to follow the cases from other countries. I don't know if it's just not being familiar with many of the places and things they're talking about. I don't know. It can be tough though. Okay, let's go back to her Instagram for a moment and see what else she says here. Help me. Well, I wonder how long the DNA test will take.
And thank you so much. I don't know what can I say. I'm very stressed. It was hard day, and I can sing you something. No, I try to chill, but it's
Oh, my mama. I feel sorry for her.
okay, guys. I'm very stressed, but I decided to go again because okay, I'm stressed, but you need to have proof that I'm real. And I will go to bathroom to show you in bed. But I'm very very stressed, but I know that you need proof.
How sad, you guys. My God.
Okay, I hope.
Let me see.
I don't know if you can see. I hope you see a little.
Oh, honey, you can't see nothing. Your eyes, there's shadow there.
It's bad quality in phone. I live with my boyfriend now.
Okay, let's continue to go. There's other things I want you guys to see. Okay, I have 2 small dots, but it's normal that a little child could have less brown dots than a normal person. Hope you understand. So there is an official Find Madeleine Instagram. Huh. So someone must have been questioning her about her freckles and moles and those kind of things. One person sent me this. I've never noticed that we both have this dot here. So Madeleine has a little, and I can't see it. Like I looked on my phone, I zoomed in, and I could there. You can kind of see it there. Madeleine does appear to have a very light little dot right there, and she also appears to have a freckle there. But Madeleine's is much lighter. I mean, that those things do change over time. I don't know. Like I said, I still personally do not believe that this is her, but that's interesting. Why would Kate leave the 2 twins alone to go and tell the friends if she thought that Maddie was kidnapped? That is such a good point. CJC, I don't know the details of that, so I have to look. Maybe I'll look into this and we'll talk about it because it's pretty interesting, and especially with, this new publicity around the case, which could potentially help the case. It could be a really good thing, but Madeleine totally has a line in her eye. Detective Juan, yeah, it would potentially darken up and even get bigger with age. All right, let's continue.
Okay, you asked me for.
No, Nadie.
I'm very tired. I didn't sleep last night. But I want to explain and ask for your questions. I live with my boyfriend now. Yes, I'm okay. No ages don't match, but I think that when abductor kidnap a child, it's something like he has to change his personality. I contacted police a few months ago.
Okay, she's very down in that one. I can hardly hear her, so we're going to skip it. Let's see. My post from Facebook, I posted here for everyone who didn't read it. Okay, so let me read this to you. I did save this the morning that I first saw, but maybe it's not the right place to tell it, but I'm losing my hope. I tried to talk with investigators from Operation Grange a few months ago. Person from OG told me they will close the investigation soon. I was in very bad condition then, and I didn't have much strength to continue this case. The main thing is I recognize a person from drawing 4B from page findmadeleine.com, and I think I can be Madeleine. I'm in touch with person from Polish Missing People Foundation. Probably I will have DNA test, but it depends. And then it cuts off. She says, let me start by saying that I remember practically nothing from my childhood, including the late one. I have post-traumatic amnesia. I was the victim of a German pedophile. In general, I never in my life even thought that my parents might not be them, but the consequences of the trauma I suffered increasingly prevented me from functioning normally. And at the end of 2018, I ended up in a psychiatric ward for children and adolescents. And that's when I started therapy. Before that, I seemingly also went to various psychologists, but I hardly remember it. During my therapy, I started to analyze a lot, reflect, and ask a lot of uncomfortable questions to my family, until at one point, my mother couldn't stand the barrage of questions, and she took her out of therapy. I don't know why she cuts it there because you can't read it. Oops. Well, I just liked it, but that's okay. But yeah, her mom takes her out of therapy, she says. I don't know where this picks up again. It says, I'll point out right away that I've been diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder and depression. I've got emotionally unstable personality, but now I've recently gone to a psychotraumatologist who specializes in treating trauma. She's decided I need to be re-diagnosed because, according to her, I have complex post-traumatic stress disorder. I am writing this because I want this issue to be taken seriously. Some time ago, I started to notice some disturbing elements. It took me months to understand it all and to realize that something doesn't fit me in all of this after, I don't know, cuts off again. So here she's talking about the man who was hurting her. One of the suspects in Madeleine McCann's disappearance is Martin Ney, and the man's name was Ney. My abuser, as far as I know, has a son, but I don't know his identity. Overall, the subject of my abuse in the family is very much avoided by basically everyone. He was in prison for a short time. There was a criminal sentence, a final one. I know from my dad that he was involved in harming other children, and my dad also mentioned to me about kidnappings, but I don't know where he got this information. Apparently, a medical university, testified they saw Madeleine a few days after she went missing. Says another point is that today's reaction of the pedophile's wife confirmed to me that I'm probably on the right track. She is a calculating and selfish woman, very keen on this monster's money, supposedly big money. And I generally took up talking to her today for the first time in a long time. The entire conversation, she was calm, without emotion of any kind, and spoke as if she learned formula of what to say. But when I mentioned to her that I knew about my abuser being involved in Madeleine's kidnapping, she told me she had no idea what I was talking about. She was becoming upset, and a few minutes later, strongly agitated, she countered that he hadn't kidnapped anyone from Portugal, and earlier she said she didn't know what it was about. That's back to the first one there. I don't know, you guys. It's interesting. Why does she say it's illegal to post her parents' pics? I don't know, Chrissy. I hadn't seen that yet. Hey, Angie. Me too, Amanda. It's quite sad. It really is. Should she be impatient? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, Christina, now at the top of her Instagram, I know, Mel, at the top of her Instagram, it says that the parents of Madeleine have agreed to a DNA test. Okay, so these are some of what I was telling you, her little comparisons of their features, which she does look like she has the exact nose of Madeleine's dad, does she not? Like, that is so, that right there, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Because the eyes look so different from Madeleine's eyes. To me, Madeleine had more wide set eyes and more, I don't know, they just looked a little different. Someone who raised her, not her biological parents. Oh, to keep their privacy. I see. Yes, Smiley, I believe that they recovered a body. I'm not 100% sure. But I thought, Jerry, I don't know about that for Husky. If that's the case, then I don't know. Like I said, I'm like not up to speed on the details of Madeleine McCann's disappearance, which now I want to be. Do you guys think that it looks like the same nose? You're part of the cover up won't work with me. New year, new me. Would you rather be the person talking or the missing person people talk about? What? I was adopted, and it's true. You always know you don't belong. I'm so sorry, Thomas. Oh, you're welcome, Smiley. I wish I knew more details. They recovered a female body 1 mile-ish from where her stuff was found. That's true, Detective One. Thank you, Woofy. I was getting my phone out because I was about to remove him. What the hell is that even about? I mean, okay. Let's just continue. I'm not giving the trolls the attention today. Look at my eyes, she said. To me, it looks nothing like her. But my teeth's from childhood. Oh, you can really see that line there. Wow, her eyes were quite interesting and beautiful. But there's that line. And then this one is even like kind of dull colored. Huh. Okay. She says, age progression of Madeleine. I don't know. Someone sent me this. Hey, Raina. Accents can also change depending what country you're raised in. Yeah, I could totally see that because us just moving here, I can tell a difference in Bentley's accent now that he's in school. Uh-oh. Here we are. There she is comparing herself to another age progression. See? You know what, though? This does give me a little hope about summer because if this young lady really was maybe I don't know. I don't know. You start to think the worst case scenario is just the way it is. And these instances make you think it's not necessarily always like that. As you grow, your features change. See, some people think it is. Some people think it doesn't. Some people think they look just alike. Some don't. It's so interesting. There they are again, compared.
Okay, sorry, I'm back. I'm back, and I had to check the person who talked to me that I can go live on his side. I can't find his page now. Live. Sorry. I called the police. According to documents, I'm 21 years old. I'm trying to get DNA test. That's why I'm creating this content, these pictures, and
I'm trying to get a DNA test is why I'm creating this content and these pictures. Oh, LFT, I never dreamed that we would move out of West Virginia to the beach pretty much in North Carolina. We're right by the beach and right on the water here. And we would get his accent would become more country. Now he sounds even more hick and hillbilly, and we're not even in the mountains no more. Would you give me a chance to get DNA test with comparing to McCann DNA? And could you listen me? Talk with me. I truly believe that I can be her. Please. Yeah, this young lady, I hope all this attention that this has gotten, because almost 500,000 people are watching her Instagram. I hope and pray that that leads to some sort of help for her and not just exploitation of someone with some sort of mental illness. You guys know what I mean? Because unfortunately, it happens all the time. You asked for more pictures with a smile.
Wiem, ale no. Nie wiedziałam, a zresztą może nawet lepiej.
Hey, Crime Lines and Lies.
I'm waiting for people. I want to say something about comments in Polish on Facebook and about my past.
The McCanns are agreeing to testing too.
Maybe it will help me too.
I know. That's what the top of her Instagram says. I hope that she has like a video towards the top where she explains some of that. So here's a comparison photo of her and Madeleine. So sad. She says, "Thank you for support that you give me. And for haters, I have to say that I am not kidding. And I truly believe that I can be her. I didn't take money from anyone. And I am not going to do this because police should do DNA tests to me and compare it with Kate and Jerry McCann DNA. That's all."
What's your thoughts on this? Look at how similar their features are. What's your thoughts on this? Look at how similar their features are.
There's like a slight little tiny line right there in the color of her eye, but it is not the same in my opinion. It's close. And the other ones, I gotta admit, the nose, the mouth, but yeah, NorCal Jim, that's like a trending TikTok sound. So you'll see a lot of TikToks with that sound. Ava, I felt that at 33. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm there, Alibi. Me too. And then you said same here, Alibi. At first, it's like the nose, the mouth. The chin. If nothing else, I hope that this leads to, like I said, this young lady needs some help, some mental health care, right? She needs, maybe she's, some other missing child. I don't know. After hearing that this was like one of the biggest, I didn't realize that this was one of the biggest missing person cases ever covered ever in history. I do fear how she may be exploited. And you know what I mean? She says, "I think you can see the eye better here." This one, you can see that line slightly. Yes, I'm shocked you don't know. No, I want to know. I want to hear about that book too now. I'm skeptical over this young lady. I don't believe she's Madeleine. She does seem to need help, in my honest opinion. Yep, I agree. But she recognizes a pic. That's true. So there is a picture. If you guys missed, we kind of went through it a few minutes ago, but there was a man who is on the Find Madeleine website. And she says that this man looks like someone who hurt her as a child. With Nicholas Barclay, his eyes were different color. I'm sure wondering if it's her. That's a genetic or development during pregnancy with the eye. Forgot the name. I cared for a kiddo with it. Ooh, Rich Planet TV. Richard D. Hall has found a few in-depth docs on this case. I'll have to check that out because I want to look a little deeper now. See that pic where she's missing her baby teeth? Looks nothing like Maddie, in my opinion. That's true, NorCal Jim. I thought about that as well. But I don't know. Dr. Phil and Robin will help her. She might actually end up on a show like that. The book is great. Oh. Don't know her true identity, but it sounds like she needs an intervention in her life. Don't look the same. You don't feel she is. This girl shouldn't be humored. She looks zero like a Madeleine. Hey, Humanimal, said I know this case backwards. Oh, I would love to talk to you about it sometime. Sometimes you look like mom and dad with skinny one. That's true, I suppose. Humanimal, this young lady has 500,000 people watching her on Instagram now. I think she's someone's missing child. What if it's possible that this man that she says looks familiar was, took multiple children or something? Yes, they did, Shelly. That's what it says at the top of her Instagram as well. Okay, let me keep going. Because I'm hoping that she'll comment on this DNA test. Here she is as a child. She says, do you see it now? What? Is that her? To me, that doesn't even look like her eye. I don't know, you guys. This is bizarre. What happened to Madeleine is a tragedy. She was not kidnapped. Oh, what do you think happened to her, Humanimal, with like a cover up with the parents and stuff? Hey, MK. Of course, it was a big ring. I just know Jerry was involved. I don't think it is. The man she thinks looks familiar is Martin Ney, and his father was her abuser. He's caught and in jail for SA of children. Ooh, okay, JC. There are more. We looked at one just a second ago, but it doesn't actually look like this young lady to me, but maybe there'll be another one here, or I'll go back to it. So here she shows she has a dimple. I mean, what a cute baby. Hold on. I just want to go back to that for a second. Look at that baby. How cute is she? Oh my God, those cheeks. There's nothing like that little baby squishiness, the chub.
I just like with my mother. And I realized that I know that she's not my mother, but I still love her. And she told me about the hospital, about that I'm crazy, that I have 5 minutes to realize it. But I still love her. I grew up with her. I don't know who I am. I don't know. Maybe I am not many. But I just feel really bad because because I love her and my dad too. And I'm not a liar. I tell the truth. I tell what I know, what I think. And that's all. That's all. No, I'm not trying to get attention. Even if I'm not Maddie, I could be another girl maybe, but I believe that I'm Maddie. And I believe that my parents are not my parents. You say something, then why there is so much hate?
Okay, you guys, now that just is absolutely devastating and broke my heart. I mean, that is awful. I feel so sorry for her. She does truly believe it. And why would you hate on someone like this? Look, if you don't think that she's her, just don't say anything. She's obviously in not a good place right now. And oh my God almighty, how awful. Me too, Smiley, me too. Parents who kill their children do not constantly draw attention to what's happened, but hurry to go on with their lives. Madeleine's parents did not do it, in my opinion. It's interesting because, parents who kill their children, I wonder if they act like another mom that we know who never hardly has commented on it. And every time she goes public, she wants to talk about other things, but not her little girl. And she's not out hanging flyers. And, you're right. It does seem like some parents try to just hope that the attention goes away. And it almost did in little Summer's case because things got very quiet for quite a while. And I'm not accusing her. I'm just saying she's one that did not want the attention drawn to it. Hopefully DNA gives her answers. I agree. Social media has also used it. I know, Rescue Mom. There's a lot of mean people on here. Hey, Jana. All she wants is simple validation. Easy solution to give this sad girl. Okay, let's just keep going because I think we're close to the top. She looks like him a little bit. I could see why she thinks that. She truly does sort of look like him, you guys. Look at this one. She had no idea all the hate that was out there. So sad. If I were them, I would at least pay for her a test through my lawyer. S. Hockett, I agree. And you know what? It is sad. If you're not evil and hateful, you don't come onto a place like YouTube and expect all the evil, hateful people that can be there, right? And she's naive to that. Or they make millions but never actually search. Some people are psychopaths. No, Amanda is not. Well, I hope and pray all this attention gives her some help and some answers. That video we just watched had 1 million views. The DNA test won't solve her. Yeah, she's going to need, I wonder maybe if they put her DNA into the system of missing children, or I don't know if there's something like that over there. It's possible that Jerry is the father. It had been a rumor he was not. Do you guys think that she looks like him here, though? Because she does. That's weird. I don't believe that she's him, or she's her, but I do think that she looks like him there, especially. It's very interesting. Hold on, before we watch, look, Persian Medium says, darling, I always believed she was alive. I'm a psychic detective that predicts she is from Germany. I had many interviews with the UK Daily, Sun Magazine, and other international magazines in 2020 and 2021 that she is alive. I will ensure the authorities and family pay attention to you and start the DNA test ASAP. Google Fia Johansson and Madeleine's names. Then you will see many articles about what I said. I wish you luck, girl. Don't give up. Be patient as you were for so many years. Woofy, are you here? And can you screenshot this and send it to me? Because I want to Google that name as well. What if her DNA matches Jerry but not Kate? Boy, will he have some explaining to do. Yeah, I think she looks like him. She does. Obviously, she's having an identity crisis. Absolutely. Hey, I agree, Jana. Hey, Maura. She's in Germany. Okay, Woofy, thank you. Yeah, I want to search that later. I want to see what I can find. And I'm on the computer, so I don't know. How do people get screenshots of their computer? Is there a possible way to do that?
Hi. I want to say something. Many people write to me about this too. And I talked with Madeleine's cousin, but now I'm not sure if he's real Madeleine's cousin. But if he's not, I would try.
I can't hear that one. We're not going to play this one because you can hardly hear it. But she does say she talked to Madeleine's cousin, but now she's not sure if it's her cousin. So I can just see vultures going to take advantage and abuse this situation already. It's sadly the way the internet works, and it's part of it. Holly, I saw on a live last night that Candace was given 4,000 flyers for summer and she threw them in the trash. Where did you see that? What live? And who gave them to her? If you're on a Mac, no, I'm on an HP. Right click, scroll. Snipping tool. Windows key and print screen. There's a clip that Josh has of Candace and Dawn laughing because Candace said, I hadn't talked to police in months. Share X. That's what I do, allegedly, Annie. Exactly what I do. Karen Canada, I think it would be interesting for this young lady to compare her features with the siblings of Maddie. That would be very interesting. Now, her siblings, are they like out there publicly? Are they well known? Have they? Because I don't know. Says a montage of 5 pictures of the right eye of a male subject with partial heterochromia taken by tilting his head at angles of whatever. The subject has blue-green irises, and the partial heterochromia takes the form of a brown band from a point under the pupil to the bottom of the iris, allowing the torsional movement of the eye to be especially apparent. So what does that mean? Someone said try to call the hospital where they work. Oh my gosh. There she is. Oh my God, what a cute baby. Here she tags Met Police UK. Can you talk to me, please? There, Maddie's eye. She does have a slight mark in her eye, too. No wonder she's confused. She's in the middle of an identity crisis. There are similarities. We can't deny that. I don't believe that it's her, but there's similarities. What is this? I wonder what her parents must be feeling. Oh, welcome, Messy Jessie. Thank you for joining. I would love to hear from the McCanns now. Oh, Holly, you know she's got trolls on her like crazy. You know it. Press print screen button next to the delete button at the top of the keyboard. I see it. You just hit. I'm going to work on it after the live, actually. I think it really could be her. Oh, Nana, that's cool. A DNA test wouldn't hurt. Nope. Pippi Long, if Candace and Dawn are granted custody of their boys, the biggest outrage should be seen and known. All the loudest of YouTube should gather and protest such a disturbing decision. Pippi Longstocking, I don't see it happening. I really don't. Cha-Cha, so Maddie, and if you go back to the beginning, like when we're done, stay with us now, but if you go back to the beginning, we did read from Wikipedia because that was a case that I did not follow closely, Madeleine McCann, but she went missing in 2003, did it say? And while on vacation with her parents. JC, I think all of us that are adoptive have identity crises, especially when we never knew our bio parents. I was adopted when I was 3 months old, and I do a bit of thinking. Oh, JC, I could totally see that. And yeah, I'm sorry, because I know like my brain, I'm my biggest enemy. Like I get in my own head and all that overthinking about, things that we can't change necessarily. Just I don't know. It's pointless to do that, but it's really hard to get out of it. And I do some of that. 2007. Oh, okay, Woofy. I thought it said in 2000. There was like another update on there of 2007, but I thought that was like when they first named a suspect or something like that. Okay, Cha-Cha. Print screen and paste into a Word document. I agree, Amanda. I completely agree. And then here she is comparing herself to mom. Wow, you guys. Oh, poor girl. Wow. What do you guys think about this one? I don't know. My brain is like, now I'm going back and forth. Control and print screen. Thank you, Humanimal. I really think it might be her because of the eye color. This is weird. She disappeared May 3rd, 2007. Thank you, Karen Canada. Thank you, guys. And Jay, too. Nope. You said nope, NorCal Jim. Messy Jessie says same. It's weird the way that it does almost line up, but Madeleine's mark looks much darker. And thank you, Detective One. Well, Denise, she now has a DNA test, but unfortunately, people are going to speculate until we hear, just because it's gotten so large. I didn't realize that, like I said, that the case was that huge, but it's one of the most covered missing person cases in modern history. So, and people are, it's kind of like, any other mystery, unsolved mysteries, things that you can't explain or don't know. It's hard to not, I don't know. I think it's almost fun to kind of discuss and speculate on those things just responsibly. There she is comparing herself to Jerry. I think I gave you many proofs. Why police still don't listen to me? Why they don't want to talk? I really have to talk to Kate and Jerry. Please, I beg you, help me. Someone said, thank you for sending me this one. Same expression too. Met police. Are you okay? Are you going to help me?
Sorry, my phone just died.
This was 11 hours ago.
My phone just died and battery was low. Sorry, phone just died.
No, I'm fine. I totally understand. I was concerned about like if someone trying to take away the internet or somehow your phone is not working. However, Julia, I know a lot of people, they may gonna ask you the questions like, well, when she asked you about like how do you figure it out about your mom that your mom is not the real mom, well, your answer is kind of been pretty vague because I already got so many tips and DM and everything. They judging you. They basically telling exactly she's not answering the questions correctly. I understand your English is not your mother.
I don't even know who this is. So I mean, I want to continue going through, but I don't want to miss where she talks about the DNA. Said you were live just a little bit ago, Melissa. I'll look. Hold on. Let's see. So 11 hours ago, she posted that video, and then here is 2 hours ago. Okay, so we're gonna watch that, but first, let's see when the very first post was 4 days ago. Holy shit, 4 days ago? And now there's 500,000 people following. I just cannot get over that. Wow. Well, you know what? I'm actually really happy for her that it's blown up like this because she does deserve some answers, right? She deserves to try to find her answers. So, and maybe she will get that. That's the psychic that wrote all those articles. Oh, wow.
Hi.
Good morning, everyone, and good morning, honey. How are you?
Fine. Very good.
You must be happy at the same time. I think
The most important things is about like that you are excited about what happened from last night. So as you can see, I didn't sleep last night, so all my feelings was about to make sure that uh, they take you seriously, and I have to tell you that um, Kate is really take you seriously right now, and they absolutely going to connect you. And
Kate is really taking you serious right now. They want to connect with you. That's true, Humanimal. So, Kate, I don't know. And Lisa, I'm not sure. That's true. All babies like have blue eyes when they're born. Well, most of them. She got in touch with her when she came out. That is just so interesting. Wow. So you just heard her. She said, Kate is taking you very seriously. She wants to get in touch with you and wants to talk with you. Elizabeth, I just turned 60. I was from the Children's Home of Charleston, West Virginia. I want to now know who my mom is, but don't have money. I do know my name there, though. It was Wendy Ann. M16D25. All I know, Elizabeth, I'm so sorry to hear that. But also, I'm from West Virginia, not far from Charleston. Yep, the parents have agreed to DNA test so they can make it look like they're still looking for her. They know what happened to Maddie. Here, let's keep listening to what they say here because this is interesting. So I wonder if this woman spoke with Kate?
make that DNA test happen.
Hold on,
It was not an easy task. It was not an easy task. Last night, so all my feelings was about to make sure that they take you seriously, and I have to tell you that Kate is really take you seriously right now, and they absolutely going to connect you and make that DNA test happen. It was not an easy task because, as you know, there's a lot of things, there's a lot of legal aspect, there's a lot of other things that they need to go through it. And again, sorry, my eyes is not opening because whole night I was on the phone, and because in UK was a morning, here in US was night, so
1 second.
I didn't sleep.
Give me.
So this lady was on the phone with the McCanns. This is interesting. Yeah, it's okay. Courtney, that's okay. You can anybody can. I want you guys to all have your opinions honestly and just agree to disagree. You know what I mean? So I ended up going to WVWC. I'm from Beckley, so I went to Independence. Oh, Shelly, I'm so sorry to hear that. She's a PI, but she's also the psychic that wrote all the articles about Madeleine being alive. Yep, Jade, exactly. At first glance, I thought Julia looked too Polish to be Madeleine from the two photos side by side on Instagram. However, now I'm thinking it really could be Madeleine. I don't believe she was 100% taken. I think they gave her some medicine to help her sleep and she accidentally passed. Hey, Amanda. I'm having a pretty good weekend. I hope you are too. It's nice today, actually. Yesterday was cold.
Give me 1 second because I have to.
Why do you do that all the time?
Okay.
Well, again, you don't need to talk to anyone. You don't need to
Well, now it's wanting to freeze on us. Dang it. Let me give it just a second and then hold on 1 sec. Okay. If she just took a home DNA test and mailed it herself, she would be matched to her family, so I don't think she is related. I mean, she was taken. I don't believe the parents hurt her, period. Just getting here. Just wondering what makes her think she is the missing child. Okay, Sassy, so one thing, she recognizes a man that is on the website findmadeleine.com. She recognizes him as someone who hurt her as a child. Not only that, she thinks that she looks like the family. She has a similar mark in her eye, slightly different. Yeah. What age was she adopted? Hey, Gold, I don't know. She hasn't said. She said she doesn't really remember her childhood. She mentions like one memory she had a flashback. I don't know, Maura. I would love to hear that though if she did. Hey, Shay. Okay. I feel like a lot of children taken in those countries are sold. This country too, for that matter. Some genuinely want a child, others for horrid reasons. I don't know why it's wanting to be a pain in the butt right now. Come on. Well, you know what I'm going to do? Wait.
Okay, what she said, honey.
She said that I'm a very bad person, that she doesn't want to meet me anymore, and she started to shout at me, and I asked her for DNA test with her or with my parents, and she told me that she will not make DNA test with me, and I can't
Who? Wait. We got to rewind and hope that it loads because what is she? We don't know. I don't know what she's talking about, and I want to get the context.
Okay. My grandma called me.
Oh, okay.
So
Her grandmother.
go back and forth. That's why, I mean.
My grandma called me.
Your grandma? Okay, what she said, honey.
She said that I'm a very bad person, that she doesn't want to meet me anymore, and she started to shout at me, and I asked her for DNA test with her or with my parents, and she told me that she will not make DNA test with me, and I can't I don't know how to say English, but I can't blackmail her or something like that. That I can't say that she has to do it. She said that I'm an awful person, terrible. That I'm making a hope to Madeleine parents. That I'm not normal person. I'm very, very bad person, and she doesn't want to know me anymore.
Wow.
As I said, my love, I think they're trying to protect their own kids. I mean, like your grandma. So I believe that.
And she doesn't want to make a DNA test with me, so it's.
That's what I'm saying. The one things that really make me to be concerned about, and I really kind of believe that was something that I really felt that was odd from your family. Let's say that whatever your mom said or saying, or your grandma said and saying is correct, and you do have issues, you don't know your identity, you have like mental issues, you this and this and this. Even if they says whatever is true or not, if I were them, I would take you to the hospital. I would do the DNA test. I would have a paper for it. I would basically show to the press, and I would basically said that please get off of my daughter, because my daughter is mine, and so I'm sorry that you have to go through
my
this,
God.
my love. I'm so sorry. You're not alone.
Hey, Britt.
Listen to me.
I am alone.
No,
My
you
boyfriend
don't.
wants to leave me too.
Listen to me, honey.
because of this case.
Oh
And
my.
I'm alone.
My love, listen to me. You're not alone. People heard about you. People are touched. And even if you're gonna say, I don't want to do anything, the Madeleine family is not gonna let it go. And who actually lost the kids for so many years would never ever lose the hope. Even
Wow, you guys, we got to pause and talk about this for a second. That's sad. That's really sad. Her parents aren't taking her seriously because they know she is their kid. Let's see what Lisa says. And they don't need a DNA test. But I think they should do it. Either way, it needs to be done. If her parents are like, no, I birthed you, sweetheart. I don't need a DNA test. Do it for her. Like this lady said. I have to agree with her. Did you hear? Oh my God. She's Karen Canada, she had a call with her grandma. She asked her grandma to do a DNA test and she wouldn't do it. Brittany, now they're saying that they've agreed to it. She actually has on the Instagram at the top that the family agreed to it. If this is made up, what a good way to bring trauma to Madeleine's family. Well, it does put their case back in the spotlight. Red flag if they are refusing. They have nothing to hide. Probably had an illegal adoption. Thomas, it happens all the time. I looked into that a lot with Summer Wells because I was very curious about it. And I actually talked to people who have joined Facebook groups, like underground adoption groups and stuff. All do her parents have something to hide? They could at least put her mind to rest about it. They won't do a DNA test because maybe they aren't related. I know, Royal Blue. By the way, you guys, I got a Cash App, and I don't want to say the person's name. It was 45 minutes ago. Thank you so much. Really, thank you. I appreciate that more than you know. That was really, really sweet. So thank you. This young lady could do her own DNA test. Something will show up. Trust me, I was adopted when I was 5 to get out of a horrible, horrible birth home. But I didn't reach out for my 5 other siblings until my mid-20s. And it wasn't like what you see on Oprah. Melissa J. DNA test is the best way to shut this down, but I think there's a possible Podesta connection. Ooh, I need to hear about that. That's interesting. All right, let me keep playing this for a moment, see what she says here. And then what I'm going to do is I want to, number one, Google and see what the news is saying about this, if we can find that. And then 2, just quickly go to the official Find Madeleine Instagram to see what if they have commented.
even 1% of the hope would never ever lose that hope. She has the gift.
It's breaking up.
She has the filming. She would never ever let it go until she figure it out if you are her daughter or not. It doesn't matter what other people says at this moment. I believe that your mom, your dad, and basically grandma could kind of stop this if they really believe that you are not a daughter to Madeleine, or Madeleine, the daughter to Kate. So they didn't. They easily could go to the press, talk to the press instead of hiding themselves. They easily could go to the hospital and do the DNA test, prove actually the birth certificate of yours, and do a lot of evidence, bring a lot of evidence to press. So easily press could kind of turn you off and say, oh, sorry, this poor girl, she just lost, her mind and blah, blah, blah. We have evidence on that. Didn't done any of those things. They didn't even actually give you any evidence. To me, it's pretty fishy. It's concerning that why a mom who says that I am.
She said that I'm not normal, that I thought almost whole life that they are my parents, and now for a few months I think that but it's normal because I raised up there, and I think it's normal that I thought that they are my parents because I don't know.
Well, listen carefully, honey.
But what is wrong that I want to know the truth. I asked them for a few months for birth certificate, for pictures, for DNA tests a few times, and and I don't know. They try to make me feel bad, I think.
So she has asked for or for birth certificate and stuff. That's interesting. Brittany says John and Tony Podesta were in the area at the time of Maddie's disappearance, and there was a composite sketch released that depict two men who are identical to the brothers. Wow. Sorry, Bentley's crying. I think they were sellers. Interesting. Okay. They are doing something live tonight on Instagram. Who, Madeleine and them? Or the official Find Madeleine Instagram rescue mom? She doesn't have any baby photos. Hey, Jan. Does this girl have the same eye imperfection? She does, slightly. I agree with Bentley. NorCal. She has 2 baby photos. This girl. Oh, okay. Good. Or health records. I really hope she gets answers regardless if she's Madeleine or not. I agree. Oh, you have a Bentley, Sarah? I love that name. I would think I would have compared my baby pictures before I went public. This young woman asked for her birth certificate and her family won't give it to her. So obviously something is not right. This doesn't mean that it's Maddie. What it does show is red flags. It's true, Solange. It will be very interesting to see where this goes. Now, let me see. Well, let's go. So they said she has a live plan for tonight. I'm going to follow this very closely. Look, she has a little tab that says reasons. Come on, Instagram. There we go. Reasons why. These are the reasons why. She's comparing, there's the mark on her eye compared to Madeleine's. She does look like she has his eyes. She looks very much like him in that photo. It's interesting. Shows a little mark on her eye. Oh, that wasn't the mark she was talking about. Her chin. They do have a very similar jaw and chin. I talked with my grandma. She sent me 2 pics, but I don't see faces. I don't see faces clearly. I asked her for DNA with parents, and she told me she doesn't know if they will agree. So these are the 2 baby pictures she got. That one in the thing. Wow. Okay. I'm glad we looked here. I think I can be Madeleine because I was a victim of a German, of Peter Ney, who looks similar to picture number 4B from the website findmadeleine.com. I have a mark on the same eye. Mine is faded, but the doctor told me that it could be operated, and I will go again to doctor to check it. I have similar shape of face, ears, lips. I had the gap between the teeth. English is not her first language. I confronted my abuser 2 weeks ago, told him I know that person who was suspected in Maddie case is his son. My abuser has the same surname, and he is German too. I told him that he was involved in the abduction of children. I told him that I know he hurt me more than I can remind me. His reaction was very suspicious. He was very nervous, stressed, and he asked me who I am and how can I know that. And at the end, he hit me in my face. I have some more reasons, but I wrote about the main and the most important. I can talk with psychologist and doctor who tried to help me and who try these days and ask them for their opinion. I can prove you that I am not delusional and I don't have psychosis. It probably will take 1 week or more because they have to write it, but I can prove to you that I'm not crazy. This is so freaking sad. This says contact at madelinetruth@gmail.com. Oh, to contact her. And then there is the guy from the website that she believes looks like this man that she knows. Now, I want to find where she tagged the official Madeleine Instagram. There she tags the police. Just a second, you guys. I know we passed it. There's that psychic medium who was on her thing. Persian medium. Dr. Fia Johansson. Amazing news. My prediction about Madeleine has been confirmed. In October, Meow Magazine published my interview and prediction that information about Madeleine's investigation has been completely off. Yesterday, The Sun confirmed that my predictions have been correct. Because of my interviews, the investigation is taking a turn for the truth. Huh. She says Madeleine McCann is living well with a German and will one day accidentally meet her parents. Okay. Very strange. Meet the medium who helps law enforcement solve the unsolvable. She was in Forbes? Wow. Fia Johansson never thought her psychic gifts would lead her to aid law enforcement, private investigators, and the DA in solving cold cases. She has been a practicing medium, clinical hypnotherapist, and holistic healer for over 25 years. She works with countless celebrities, corporations, and individuals that led her to be known as the Persian medium with over 1 million Instagram followers. Wow, wow, wow. This is just so interesting. All right, you guys, just a minute. I'm going to do like a quick Google search to see if I want to see if this is like the coverage of this. The McCanns made up with Freud's nephew, and if you look him up, you'll find that he was shady AF and allegedly... Oh, thank you, Rescue Mom. If you click on her picture, she has a lot to view on her Instagram story. Thought it might help. Thank you. The psychic or the main girl who thinks she may be Madeleine? Let me see. We'll do both. Persian medium predicts Madeleine McCann is alive and well. She live tonight with her. She is alive. I want to get to her recent ones. She has a lot she posts on her stories. My goodness. Yeah, I'm not going to keep going through hers, but I do want to go back just to see if she has anything on the main one. Here we go. Guys, I can't answer your messages. I have blocked for writing messages because of too big activity on my profile. Birmingham Live. Madeleine McCann's family have reportedly asked for a DNA test after a girl showed evidence she's their missing daughter. Reported from Birmingham Live. That is not her group. Julia's GoFundMe. She is not trying to raise money. So if you see anyone trying to raise money, it is not her. Wow, you guys. Very, very interesting stuff. Now, when I searched Madeleine McCann, this is what I got. 5 hours ago, The Mirror. Woman claiming to be missing Madeleine McCann says a DNA test will be done soon. Examiner Live, Daily Record. Irish Daily Mirror. Family of Madeleine allegedly asked for DNA test. I wonder if their source will be that Birmingham live post, but we're going to look. Shaq, hey, Tom. Whoa. Family of Madeleine McCann allegedly asked for a DNA test of woman claiming to be missing child. Julia is a 21-year-old woman from Poland who has recently made claims that she may be Madeleine McCann. She gained media attention after she created an Instagram account with the handle I am Madeleine McCann, claiming to have a freckle on her leg and a speck in her eye in the same places. I don't want that there. She also stated she's been in contact with Madeleine's family and hopes to take a DNA test. The Portugal authorities have stated they have no evidence to suggest Madeleine is still alive. The family has allegedly requested a DNA test for Julia after she went viral on social media after claiming to have a freckle on her leg and a speck in her eye. The McCann family is said to be willing to explore all leads in the search for Madeleine, who went missing from her family's apartment in Portugal in 2007. A source close to the family confirmed to the Sunday Mirror that they are taking no chances and are open to exploring all possible avenues. A member of the McCann family has reportedly offered to undergo a DNA test in response to Julia's claims. She has expressed her desire to directly contact the parents in the near future. She claims to have started questioning her identity a few months ago after hearing something from her grandmother. Although she claims to be 21, she believes her age may be incorrect. Madeleine was born in 2003, which means she would currently be 19. Madeleine was a 3-year-old British girl who went missing on May 3, 2007. She was sleeping in a holiday apartment with her siblings while her parents were dining at a nearby restaurant. When her mother checked on her later that evening, she discovered Madeleine was missing. It sparked an international investigation, with the Portugal police leading the initial inquiry. However, no trace of the missing girl was found, and the case remains unsolved to this day. The McCann family has continued to search for Madeleine and has worked with various organizations to raise awareness and funds for her search. Over the years, there have been numerous leads and suspects, but none have led to a breakthrough. In 2013, British police launched a new investigation known as Operation Grange, which is ongoing. Despite extensive searches and investigations, her whereabouts remain unknown, and the case remains one of the most high-profile missing person cases in history. Wow, you guys, it's really sad. I don't know enough about it because I know many of you have an opinion if maybe the parents were involved or this or that. So I don't know, enough to say, but I just can't imagine what they must be thinking right now. Me too, Victor. That happens with stolen babies. They give them the wrong birthday. That makes sense. Lil F, this is a good question. If she is Maddie, I wonder if she would keep her name as Julia or become Madeleine. And will she come home to the UK? I don't know. Let's see. What do you think? Let's say that she does turn out to be her, which in my opinion, I don't think she is. But, let's just say for conversational purposes that it turns out to be her. Then what? I don't... Then what would happen? It's crazy. It is sad. I don't think they will ever solve this case. NorCal Jim says negligent, in my opinion. She looks younger than 21 to me. She does look young. You have to supply a birth certificate to go to school. She can get her own birth certificate. Why ask her parents for one? I'm not sure. I'd never change my name. Even if you were stolen and you found out that you were in that case, that you were not at all who you thought you were and you already had another name once before. It is, Rena. It really is. There's some awful things that happen for sure. I think I'm going to email this young lady, you guys. I'm going to email her and I'm going to say, I covered your story this morning, and I'm going to ask her about the details of the possible DNA test. I don't know. Maybe I will. What do you guys think? So this is, all over the news, mainly like news that I'm not sure that, it isn't popular here. Mirror.com.uk, Examiner Live in the UK, Irish Mirror, New York Post. Wait, that's not a new one. This is from May 7th, 2022. Then they have another article on Madeleine's case, November 29th. Let's end with this because I think that we're going to take a dive into this case, but this looks like the most recent article before this happened to come up. Hey, Nace. Good to see you. I would Royal if she would do it. Me too, Mel. We're gonna follow it till the end, you guys, because I'm in it. I should. Okay. I was curious, so I wanted to hear what you guys thought. Ask her to be a guest here. As soon as we get off, I'm gonna mail her. If it is Maddie, I think she would split her time between the UK and Poland. Okay. New arrest warrant issued for Madeleine McCann, prime suspect Christian B. An urgent new arrest warrant has been issued for the prime suspect in the disappearance of British toddler Madeleine McCann over a series of SA and horrific child abuse. Oh, wow. The German court issued the warrant for a 45-year-old. So it's not necessarily about Maddie's case. This article is just about this man who was formerly linked to, let me click that little link right there. See where it takes us. He was charged last month with including the assault of a 10-year-old girl. My God. Madeleine McCann suspect formally declared. Officials formally declared a German SO as a suspect in the Madeleine McCann case. Christian Bruckner was officially named as a suspect in the toddler's disappearance, but has not been charged with the crime. Portuguese prosecutors issued a statement on Thursday as part of the investigation into the As part of the investigation into the circumstances surrounding the disappearance of Madeleine McCann in 2007, a person was made a suspect on Wednesday. In 2020, German police named Bruckner as a person of interest for the first time in connection with the case. The person was made a suspect by the German authorities in the execution of a request for international judicial cooperation issued by the Public Ministry of Portugal. There's his photo. So they did the investigation with help of English and German authorities. The country has strict privacy laws. Wow, Germany does. So referred to as Christian B is currently serving a jail sentence for raping a 72-year-old woman in the same resort where McCann went missing. Oh, my God. The 3-year-old vanished during a family vacation. The toddler's parents left their 3 children sleeping in the apartment. When her mom checked on the kids at 10, she was horrified to find the door and the window to their bedroom wide open and the toddler nowhere to be found. Oh, she was displayed on a billboard in 2007 there. Okay, you guys. Well, I think I'm going to get off of here and I'm going to go email this young lady. And then I'm going to look at some of this stuff. I need to take a shower. What are you guys going to get into this evening? Hey, Heather. The philtrum is all wrong. The nose bridge, her bones, her complexion, all wrong. Whatever sparked this, I hope she can calm down. Sounds like schizophrenia. Christian Bruckner is just a ruse. German police are certain he's the perp. They have evidence of Maddie in perp's possession. Hey, Amber. Cha-cha, I know. It's crazy. Yeah, it would, Brittany. That would be very interesting, but I want to, like, I know nothing about it, so I really got to take a little bit of time and learn. I believe she's looking so hard because she's not happy with her life, so I believe she could switch to Madeleine if she could. All right, you guys. I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for hanging out with me and looking at all of this. Covering this case while Ashley and Nancy make up rumors about Idaho murders. Well, I saw there's another creator that I watch sometimes called Down the Rabbit Hole News. And I think that, like, right after I posted this live, she also posted one she's doing today on the subject around 5, I think. I'm going to call you back. Yes. If there was anything matching my missing daughter, the DNA test would have been done immediately. Yard work, is it nice there today, Rena? It's pretty nice here. Love you too, Woofy. Hate it, but it has to get done. I know. I hate the chores that are just a pain in the butt, but you have to do them. I might be up at 10, Brittany. I don't know. These days, I'm surprised I've been up a little bit later. Everything I've read and watched, I believe she's Madeleine 100%. I love you too, Woofy. She sent an email to Reverend Donna to see if she can help. Didn't see anything on her channel as far as Madeleine. Aw. Love you too. I love all you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you to my mods for being here and hanging out with me. It's slushing there, Mel. Yeah, it was fun. I had a good conversation with you guys, and I appreciate all of you. Are you going to do more on your other channel? Yes, Amanda. Actually, the next one I'm wanting to do, Rena agreed to come on too because she's been learning. Because, like, the alien talk got me wanting to do some, like, talks like that on spirituality as well, and kind of almost like a what happens when we die. Like, I'll probably maybe title it that, because that's something I think we're all curious about, especially if we've lost someone, but that we love. Then you really are curious, and you want to know that you're still connected to him, which you are. Just believe that. So I think that, yeah, we're going to do that. It's good. And maybe some other stuff like that too. I had so much fun that night. It really was interesting. Thank you, Jessie R. I'm glad you're here too, Jim. Okay, you guys, I love you all. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. And I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Bye.